channel. Okay. Close this so I don't see that. Dun 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 dun. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright, I wonder if it's about time to bust out the fishing rod with beads again. Before I do that, I should probably set that up before I start the fun streaming business. Oh, I thought the... Why do I do need to sleep up a few things? Pardon. Pardon. Oh, it's so cute, my darlings. Oh, your toys. Oops, I stepped on them. So I have... what am I doing? So I have a little hand broom. Tiny one. Whenever I sweep with it, Astra goes crazy. So much. Okay. So much fur. There we go. Oh. Okay. I'll be right back. In the meantime, look at this wall. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry, kitties. Okay, now we're ready. All right, let's see what the cats will play with. I do think they're getting tired of this thing. So maybe I should bust out... Oh my god. Oh, here it is. Alright, let's try this thing today. I think they might like it. Oh yeah, Astra's already interested. Look. I just gotta find the opening. Astra, do you see the opening anywhere? Okay. There you go, my darling. He's... Gotta switch it up every once in a while. Because they're tired of these toys, that's for sure. Oh, you know what they would like? Yeah, they tore up the other Warmy. Busted out a brand new Warmy for them. This time it'll be a yellow worm. I should have another Warmy somewhere. But where's the crate? It's a good question. My sister bought me one. Hey, hey, Orbix. I'm having some kitty playtime right now. Well, around this time, I just play with my kitties for an hour. Because when I adopted them, I wanted to dedicate at least an hour every day. Or maybe not every day. 30 minutes to an hour Well, yes, every day, 30 minutes to an hour. And I figured Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I'm able to stream it. Is that the Cheesy Chicken and the Kitty Crew? It is the Cheesy Chicken and the Kitty Crew. Oh, look, she's already excited. I don't know how, but these cats only love new things. This is the same. This is the same type of worm that they always play with, but they'll leave a tattered one alone. But look how excited she is for this one, to the point where look at her stare. And is that the Orbix? The Orbix Prime? Oh, hi, Astra. Wait, I gotta rip its eyes out. We can play with the wire, and then I gotta rip its eyes out. So in order to play with the... So these things, they come with little eyes. Mystra. I don't want them swallowing it, so I go ahead and rip the eyes out. Good evening, McFluffs. Do you want to watch me rip some eyes off a worm? These things are actually like way stuck on there, but oh yeah, look. I got one. Oh. Oh, here it is. I got one eye. Here we go. No, it's not the Orbix. I'm Porbix. Porbix Orime. Oh wow. I didn't. Are you? I see. Porbix Orime. Well, now since I know you're not Orbix Prime, we could say all sorts of things about Orbix. Okay. Worm is now eyeless. One eye worm. What does that feel? Oh, look at her. She's so excited. What have you done today? Let's see. Woke up. Woke up, did some morning stuff, cleaned up the house a little bit. Set up some stuff for work, and then yeah, now I'm playing with kitties. Obix fella's quite the stinker. Oh my. Sounds awesome and chill. Yeah. Yeah. Then I'm gonna play with the kitties. Then I'm after the kitties. I'm gonna start doing some editing. Sometimes so I've been editing videos lately, and it's there's always this point while you're learning, you kind of second guess yourself, and I'm definitely in that stage. But I took a trip back to the first videos I made, and just thinking about it, how it took me a couple hours, several hours, in fact, not even maybe 1 or 2 days to put out a video that is really not that good. And what's the word? And then I compare it to where I'm at today, where I could put out a video of like just more work done on it in 30 minutes. It's kind of nice seeing that change, and it's very important to take some time and just look back at where you started in your journey and where you are now. I'm still nowhere near. I'm still nowhere where I can do video editing professionally yet, but you know, it's important to treat yourself kindly and gently so you so you can just keep going at it regardless of being, say even if someone had real talent at something, they have just the I don't know, the way of thinking, they have the brain for a certain activity and become really good at it. It doesn't change the fact that no matter what, you gotta put in the time and you do improve on a step-to-step basis. Yeah, Z. Yeah. It's fun to see how you evolve editing. Yeah. I do enjoy it. Editing so much more than programming. I gotta admit. And I'm pretty sure that if in like a month from now, when I look back at it, when I do this again, where I look back at videos I made a month ago, it's gonna be completely different. Yeah. It's the same thing with art. It's the same thing with programming. Where did Mystra go? Oh, oh, ah. Do you see a Mystra? Do you say art or fart? No, sometimes they're the same thing. There's no. Do you see a Mystra? Yeah. Well, a lot of my life, it's hard for me to stay positive about the process of like improving yourself. Be having Asian parents, and they're focused on just being perfect all the time. And having parents who are never really supportive of like just the process of learning. It's hard to you develop this sense of self-doubt that's kind of unfounded when everybody who's learning something goes through these same struggles. Some people faster or slower than others, just how things are. And like learning to break out of that mentality has been a struggle, but it's 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 I don't know. I would say it's just what I had to learn and to try to find a path forward. So sorry to hear that. Yeah. It makes you grow as a person, do what makes you happy. Exactly. Exactly. It's funny how much cats help friend out with Bonk. we stable wood and pick elderflower. Oh wow! Honestly, that sounds like a nice day outside, though. A lot of work, but also it sounds a lot of work. But those moments where you just kind of spend it outside, do something a little bit physical, as long as not too grueling, is I consider that a good vacation day, sort of. But both have oh, do they have the same name? Is that how they is that how they became friends? It's like, hi, I'm George. Hey, I'm George. And then now they're like, are we best friends now? The Georges. I don't know. I'm just making up names. I don't know if Bond's name isn't George, unless off chance that it's right. It was it was 4 cubic meters. Gonna see how much it is in 4 cubic meters. 4 cubic meters. That's huge. What is that like? 12? 12 feet? Yeah, I'm gonna ask him. Is it? Yeah. Like I can't tell you how many times where. Oh shit! I was gonna say my first name. I have a bad habit of just saying my name, and there's actually a lot of people who know my first name now. I said I gotta bounce, gotta go pick up some stuff in the store. Do you want to have some cheese and that open? Oh yeah, for sure. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a nice trip to the store. You take care, and I will definitely see you tonight. The other bonk went in same school as kids. Then he grew up in the town next to him. And the elder they got, they started to hang out. Aww, that's nice. That's a nice friendship story. It's cute. It's wholesome. You know. And it's something that I don't know. There's something. Internet's amazing. We can make friends that immediately share hobbies with us. But there's also something precious about like just those chances that you physically live with somebody so nearby that you just become friends with. 4 meters square equals 20, 244 inches. That's huge. What is that, like 20 feet? 20 cubic feet? It's so funny that Americans use inches when the rest of the world doesn't. And like the the American measurement system just makes zero sense. It's so arbitrary. That should be abolished, to be honest, and just standardize everything. I mean, just look at that number. Imagine trying to measure something out in 244.094.9763779 inches, and if you need to be precise, that measuring something out to that is gonna be nightmare. Honestly, though, at that point, just don't measure in inches, just measure in meters. I think actual professionals who work in any kind of precision work already use the metric system. They wouldn't. All right, another dollar is another dollar is Nasta Coke. Popcorn. Say you go to the liquor store. Oh, really? Is that some slang? Do you say Nasta Coke? Nastakol. And then you just go buy some liquor. Is it normal? Like, is it just a normal pastime? Just get up, walk to the liquor store? I know things are walkable there. If I wanted to go to the liquor store, it would take like 30 minutes. Maybe that helps me not buy liquor, but. No, I'm not an alcoholic. But I buy liquor, you have a 1 minute walk. Wow, that's so close. I really. It doesn't seem like it, but I think that's something to appreciate. Having the ability to walk somewhere. I know that for me, over the years, I've realized just how inconvenient it is to live here in America. If I wanted to walk to the liquor store, I mean, there's one that's relatively close. It'll take me about 5 minutes to walk there, and 5 minutes back. So that's not too bad. But not everybody has something that close. And if I want something more than liquor or like junk food, it's it's a much longer walk. I think my closest grocery store would take me about 20-30 minutes just walking. And so at that point, it's just preferable to go take a car. Though having a 20-minute walk would probably be good for my health. It won't be the worst thing to just walk. Have bags with that fun heavy bags that take care. Exactly. We are also in a situation where we just want to buy everything we need at one time. So making small trips doesn't make sense. Also, depending on the grocery store, bringing a backpack might be frowned upon. Is much less being nice. Yeah, we were comparing art to farts, and we were talking about how sometimes those two things are the same thing. Oh, Mistress so cute. Let's see if I can get her. Oh, sounds like a McFluff combo conversation. It is. It's hot today. I can't imagine going to the grocery store right now. What, 90 degrees? So what, 29 degrees Celsius, 30 degrees Celsius? Maybe even 32? You'll need to bring water. Speaking of, oh yeah. That'd be a nightmare. Another thing is my city. My city is not bike friendly. So it's bad, but they've recently started making bike lanes in the city. But because the drivers are so used to using those lanes as, what's it doing? The drivers are so used to using those lanes that they'll actually just drive on the bike lanes. And so the people getting People will just run over bikers and get angry. And Astra, what you doing in there? Background back. Oh, welcome back. Astra, we gotta find out what's this cat doing. Oh, can you see anything? Okay, let's try turning on the light. Sorry, Astra. What you doing? Is it too bright? I'm sorry. Astra, what you up to? It's funny how dark this tunnel is. It's not particularly dark in here. Maybe it's a little. There, it's brighter now. Want to know something that'll be really foreign to me? I love learning things that are foreign to me. Looks like she's scripted inside. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Mistra's right there. Hi, Mistra. Hi, Astra. Oh, she bit me again. Okay, take a look at Mistra while I read. She's stretching inside. Okay. Oh, she's like chewing on me. Oh. I should use a stick. You know, it's funny, I actually have a stick right here. See, look at this stick. I could use this instead of having her chew in my hand. Let's see. Your mom recently got brain surgery. All went well, caused nothing but unwell since they found it after an accident. If she was going there alone, it would have been $30. Whoa. I'm really glad your mom's okay, Bonky. That must have been quite the scary moment. Maybe you pay your $12 but if you paid $120 free for a year. If that happened in America, the first thing you would have to do is get the bill. They would ask you if you could pay. They'll put a bill right in front of your injured mother. It's like, how are you going to pay this? And then they'll be like, okay. And then they'll put a plan in front of you, like how to sell your house to be able to afford this medical operation. So that's how it would be in America. Yes, those were, but mostly Wisconsin had like the best doctors and surgeons. Oh man. I'm really, really glad for your mom, Bonky. I'm so glad that everything worked out. No, I'm kidding about the, So the only thing I was joking about was them actually giving you the paperwork to sell your house. They would tell you to contact a financial advisor, and then the financial advisor would tell you to sell your house. Yeah. Now that's real. Would you have to pay financial person? Of course. Of course. In fact, they most hospitals in America have a financial uh office. They have a section just for the finance people right in the hospital itself because they know that people are going to need it. And of course that if you agree and go to their office, they'll charge you hospital prices to go see them. And I know this because I volunteered at a hospital for a while. And also I knew someone who worked at a pharmacy at the hospital. And yeah, there's a whole wing dedicated to finances in every hospital. And so don't the hospitals in the US usually have a lawyer in building? I believe it. Probably in the same section. Move to Sweden, USA system where it sucks. I don't know why, but Americans are super happy with this system. I don't know if they're happy, but like any American that's doing okay, just accept it. They're just like, yeah, that's just how it works. And then my question is like, why does it have to work this way in the first? It's because they don't know better. Yeah, like it literally doesn't have to work that way. Like other countries have proven track records. There's this weird mentality, even with my even with my more liberal friends and family, they're all okay with it because they say like there's this weird mentality of like America number one, even among people who are liberal, and it's kind of scary. From what I've heard, is the free healthcare equals bad because it doesn't cost as much. Like the US lies, but yeah, that's exactly. Oh, here's the argument I hear the most, and it's gonna make you angry. Even among my like more progressive and liberal family, this is the thing I hear the most is that with universal health care, they don't want their taxes going to people who don't deserve it. And that's the number one thing. My sisters have said it. I've had peers say it. I've had like so many professionals. I've had people who are not doing well say it. And that's kind of like something around 50% of Americans believe that. And this is among like my people, my personal connections, my actual family, my actual friends. And well, I'm Californian, so that's so sad. Yeah, it kind of tells you something about Americans. turn this little toy ball off. Oh yeah. Oh, when I'm really, I don't know. I'm just really glad that your, I'm really glad that your mom was able to get help, and I really hope that she's recovers and has no problems. It's, I mean, best surgeons, honestly, medical technology, along with the best surgeons, and I hear that I hear they pretty much do miracles, something that they couldn't even do 20 years ago. And uh, and so I think that's amazing, truly amazing, and it makes me happy. How long ago was your surgery? I know that there's kind of a process to, with physical therapy and whatnot. It's hard, especially after a major surgery like that, to keep up with physical therapy. Hopefully, you know, she can keep up with it. Try to encourage her to do PT. My cousin got into some college 6 hours away with flight. My parents told me it would cost like 52 something US dollars per half year. What? It's so crazy for me to hear, but it may be because I'm used to school being free. 52K per year. Used to free apply for student loan. Wow. Dang. That's actually quite an expensive school. Oh, ow. Wow, that's really expensive for school. But if it's like one of those, I don't know, it doesn't make sense for any schooling to be that expensive. But I suppose for the really, really high profession ones, becoming a doctor, medical school, those schools tend to be a lot more expensive. Ow, 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 ow. Please stop biting my toe. Yeah, I can see medical school being that expensive. Yeah, no real complications, some minor stuff that isn't anything to worry about. It was like 2 months ago, so she had 1 or 2 per week for checkups. Oh, okay. If there's not much complications at this stage, she'll be. I think she'll be fine. I'm my experiences from family and friends with their families who needed any kind of operation regarding the brain. Most of the complications were early on, and things got better from there. So I think I think it's looking pretty good. Leg doctor thing. Okay. It's 100K per year from dorm school thingy. I see. Yeah, that sounds about right for medical school. In my opinion, though, the government should be subsidizing people going to medical school. Like, in what world does having more doctors? In what world where we don't want more doctors? I don't like there's like, it's such a difficult field to get into that, if anybody has the ability and the drive to become a doctor, should get the opportunity to. I don't see what's wrong with that. Let's see. Here you get paid to school up to a grade where you graduate at 19. But rich you get a loan, which is expensive. You don't have to pay back until you start work. Oh yeah, you and McFluffs mentioned that. That they actually pay you, and then the loan is really small, and you basically have like 30 years to pay it off. That there's like here's there's like if you have any form of logic, it just makes sense to do that because it gives because an educated pretty much in all cases educated people are more productive, you know? Even if they don't work like a I don't know, white collar professional job, just being educated helps you in life in general. You know what? That is some school. John Hopkins. I've heard of John Hopkins actually. I don't. I've never really looked into what it was, but I recognize the name. Oh, look at this kitty. But like, I don't know. I remember it was kind of wild. I was in class one day. I had a couple of my classmates discussing universal health care. And we, I had some people were having a kind of a discussion or argument. And this one girl was like, I don't support universal health care. You know why? It comes back to the thing I mentioned before. She said that she didn't want to support universal health care because she didn't want her taxes going to people who didn't deserve it. And then the guy was arguing was like, one, that's kind of a awful stance to take. Two, it would act like even if you were in it for purely selfish reasons, universal healthcare will be cheaper for you. It's like I don't care if it's cheaper for me. I don't want to help people who don't deserve it. I'm like, wait. And I'm just uh it was wild. That was in college. I don't know. People actually do think that. And it's quite prevalent in America. Just people don't say it most of the time. Or you could do like McFluff and go to work directed education in high school and then you need to educate more after that and you can skip the loan part. Ooh. So they teach you like all the things you need to go directly to work. I don't That's something that is really lacking in America. We don't have schools that fast track you and teach you the things to work in a specific field. That doesn't exist anymore. So people get degrees, because they say you have to. There's no job or training to put you in a specific field. And you're just kind of in limbo. You have to go out of your way to break it to what's the word? How do I say this? After you finish college, which was difficult, you have to actively go look and put yourself in the field to get a job. It's crazy. According to Google, it's some private university. Maybe that's what. Private universities do tend to be that expensive. Yeah, that makes sense. How you had people be chalked to the salary because 2,600, 2,009 tax after taxes per month. Ooh, Oh man, shocked you. Examples of those are construction, industrial assistant nurse, vehicle transport mechanic, welder, electrician. Ah, the trades. Yeah. Well, I guess technically we have those here. They're just expensive. I was thinking of actually getting into the trades, maybe as a welder. But I don't know. My It was just a matter of like actually committing to it. You get paid if you do it in high school. Ooh. Wow. That is nice. In Here in America, you would have to take out a loan if you're lucky. And, being that it's a loan that you don't have choice, the interest rates are like super high. In fact, it's the loan industry has become so big that it's like a whole business now. At my college, the dean and the administration turned it into such a business that if you went to there was this huge divide, the administration parking and the actual professor parking. When you went to the professor parking, everything, they were like running, like half of them were driving beater cars that are 20 years old, like barely functional, just enough to get them to work. And then when you took a visit to the administration parking lot, they were driving like Maseratis, Porsches, like all the luxury cars you could think of. Because they turned college into a business and they make so much money that they give to themselves by jacking up tuition prices. They get donations from like other wealthy. It's crazy. It's this thing. We study for assistant nurse. Well, there's like 12,000 US dollar, 600 US dollars of taxes after for the study loan, paid off in 10 years with 800 US dollars every fourth month. Wow. For construction concrete after on your own for a year is 10K. I can't even imagine that. 10K is one. Let me think. 10K is 1 year's worth of study where I went to college, and it took a minimum of 4 years to get through it. Any contribution you don't need to pay back, which is 421 US dollars per month while you study, and you get in total 1,000 US dollars. Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Like, I don't see any reason. Like, I should make it my life goal to move there. If I want children or something, I really should. One of your principals, you bought a nice car out of the school's money. The car would have got crushed 4 times before she sold it and got fired. My God, I wish we did that here. Seriously, I would. Honestly, we've reached a point where that really should just be the case. And people will be like, "Oh, but rich people, they have the money. Where are the jobs gonna come from?" It's like there's no jobs now, and the jobs that do exist suck ass and underpay. While these people are driving Maseratis, you know, doing an improper job, but they're in such a position that they can kind of just get away with it all. No one got in trouble for it, even the teachers thought it was fair game. Legit. Shoot. I wish Americans would have that point of view. My God. I'm all for it. No wonder. I know that a lot of people don't like proper physical destruction of property and they call it violence and whatnot. But I mean, stuff like that is probably a reason why things are so good over there. Yeah, it really should have been the case where all the administration, all those people with luxury cars, should have had their car windows smashed every time they came in. The school is also a private concern, or what? Oh, yeah. Stay out of the way. Alright, I'm into it. My school had actual, you know, maybe that's why my school, they probably did do that. And so they put an actual police station in the school itself. Like the cops had an actual building at the school. And so like doing that kind of thing was would actually be pretty dangerous. The cops were armed and everything. They were actual police force for the city. And they had a program where other students can volunteer and be like junior cops. It's pretty wild. Tiny's at the dorm yelling, "Oh, cops in school sounds weird." Yeah, that's America for you. But this was college, though. But I know in high schools, it's become standard to have actual cops and security at the schools now. It's so like I don't know. I guess it's colleges are unique, but at the same time, we're at the point where there's cops in actual high school and elementary school. Oh, you're so cute. It's getting kind of warm. Like metal bar detectors, like on airplanes. Oh yeah, they started doing that. They actually have they actually have metal detectors at a lot of public schools now. So I bet if I went to my old high school, they would have a metal detector up front that every student had to walk through. And it's pretty nuts. I would shit my pants. Seriously. There's something deeply, 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 deeply wrong here. And Americans just won't accept it. It's pretty crazy. I don't know. It's wild. And Mistra, like like I mentioned, even my more liberal fans and family. Oops, I think I dropped a treat somewhere. Well, the cats will find it. Even my more liberal friends and family have this thing where they keep saying America number one. It's very creepy. I would not feel safe. That would feel that it would be like a school shooting where I died today. Will I survive? Yeah. I know that mental health needs to be a thing, but it is true that it's really easy to buy guns in America. It's so easy to buy. So California has the most strict gun laws in the country. And that's also that's like a big point of contention for a lot of Americans. Like, California has strict gun laws. I can, if I wanted to, I could probably get a gun in 2 weeks. Like, is it that is is that really is it really that hard? Like, the most strict state in the country, and people are always complaining, and so it's like so bad, it's so hard. I can go, like, if I went through the process, I can get a gun in 2 weeks. Like, what's like, it doesn't seem that hard to me. I can't buy an assault rifle, but what am I gonna do with an assault rifle? I could go buy a shotgun, bunch of shells, you know, I can, like, I looked it up, it'll cost me like $1,000. A little expensive, but like easy. Handguns are kind of expensive. Use is number one in one thing that's military. Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing about America is that too much money goes to the military. Like, even if you're American and you like the military spending, it's already too much being spent there. They say they want, like, oh, you gotta respect the military. You support the veterans. Our government doesn't support the veterans, and yet so much money goes to the military. Like, they don't they like say these things, but that none of them actually mean it. Like, how about less money goes to weapons, and more of a higher proportion of that money goes to actual veterans, the people working the military. People think there are no private owned guns here in Sweden. There are 2 million guns owned privately. You just need a hunting license. Yeah, it's crazy. And here's the thing. In Sweden, despite there being that many guns and it being pretty accessible, like, the number of shootings there is so much lower than America. And the reason for that is because of how it really is that easy to get a gun. Like, even the simple act of getting a hunting license would prevent a lot of shootings and, like, a little bit more responsibility. It's crazy. Join a MC gang. I named it Anger Boda. Sweden had a school shooting a few months ago. Or if anyone died, but cash. Yeah. Oh, that's good. We do have a problem with shootings and bombings, but that's gang related, nothing an own person experience. I see. Yeah. For a long time, that was the case for America too. There's unfortunately a lot of, violence involved with gangs, but that violence usually was, gang related. Usually. But there's been an uptick of actual just crazed shooters. Send it anime, delete it and send it to pets. I read it as animal. Let me check it out. I wonder if I'm gonna get banned off YouTube for talking about this stuff. That's fine. Oh, that's a baby chicken. My favorite parts One thing I love about chicks is when you pick them up, they're so soft and then they're so light. Like birds are so light. It's so cute. Thought of naming it cheesy. Oh, that would have made me that would have made me kind of happy actually. Whoever has it as their top focus. Wow. Wait, government actually cares about that? What was the last thing I heard about shootings and stuff in America? They said that it's not their problem. Actually, the last oh, here's what last time I heard someone talk about gun violence in America. This is what they said. Well, what about the immigrants? And that was their argument. And yeah, case closed. What about the immigrants? And that was the argument. We don't need to address it at all. And that's the state of America. I don't ban, nothing controversial. Well, I didn't because I didn't know how you felt about it, so I named it Anger Boda. Anger Boda. What does Anger Boda mean? I I really love. I used to have this silky chicken. So silky chickens are like this dark skinned chicken, and they're really small. This chicken was smaller than Mistra, and it was so cute. I would every day I would go find it out in the yard. I'd pick it up, put it next to one of our planters. I would lift up the planters to reveal the bugs, and then just watch this little chicken uh peck up peck them all up. It was really fun. We'd save some like food scraps for her. One day she was acting kind of anxious, so I was a little bit worried about her. So I started like putting like wood around her cage, her little cage. I put a blanket over the front so she's more hidden. But turns out there was a drought that dried up the water sources where the raccoons used to rely on during well, they used to rely on these water sources. They dried up. They came into the city looking for food and water. And unfortunately, they visited my house and they discovered my little baby Suki chicken. And even when I tried covering her up, they managed to reach their hand in, pull her to the edge of the cage, and then they kind of chewed up what they could. Make me really sad. Yeah, but those opposable hands, gotta watch out for those. I did not. Anger Boda is the mate of Loki and the mother of. Oh, that sounds so cool. I love that name. As the mother Fenrir by Loki. Ouch. Yeah, that's such a cool name. We don't have them, but our name for them are Flatborn, Flatbjorn, Bjorn. AK wash bears. Oh yeah, they do wash their food. I heard they don't have saliva. They don't produce saliva. So what they do is they wash their food in order to get it wet, and then they eat it. It's very cute. Honestly, raccoons are super cute. Super duper cute. But they're monsters. They're so smart, capable. They're really smart and capable, and give them opposable thumbs. Oof. They get into some mischief. Ads? No, not the ads. Okay. High five. Mr. Can you spin? Okay. I gotta teach Mr. Spin. Mistra, can you spin? Good spin, Mistra. Good spin. Mistra, can you spin? Mistra, spin. Spin. Mistra, spin. See? Spin. Good spin, Mistra. Good spin. Mistra, can you spin? Like our word for vegetables translated to green things. I kind of like that. Oh, someone popped out of her little hidey hole. Astra. Gro, gronsna, gronsak. Gron for, is that green? And then sak for things. Gron, that could be. Oatmeal is gro, havrego. Mistra, can you roll over, please? Good. Can you roll over this way? This way, one more. Okay, Mistra, can you give me a spin? Spin, Mistra. Spin. See? Spin. Oh. Good spin, Mistra. Good spin. I'm so proud of you. Let's see. End station is Sluslation. 17 old men. Shutton Gubar. Nice sword word. Wow. so straightforward and pretty logical. I like when a language does that. Mistra, can you spin? Spin, Mistra. No, no. Oh, not quite. Oh. Okay, it's okay. Can you roll over for me? Yeah, it's okay. Oh, I know. Here, let me move you. Oop. Mister, can you give me a spin? Here, spin. Good spin, Mistra. Good spin. Ooh. Straw is suck pipe. I freaking love that. I love that. It's just suck pipe.
Hello, guys! My neighbors have been drilling
Oh,
the whole day.
it's
This is my
in
revenge.
Swedish.
So, Papa, yes. Today we have.
Wait, maybe I'll watch this after the stream. I'm gonna put this on after the stream. Swearing combos. I'm gonna love this. Astra, high five. You're so cute. All right. Next time, I was gonna say, next time you see me, I'm gonna be the master at swearing in Swedish. And imagine that's the only thing I know about the Swedish language, just a bunch of swears. Suck pipe. Can you hand me the suck pipe? High five. Astra, can you spin? Do you know spin? I never taught her spin. I only know this spin. Good, good spin. Damn it, is fan. Vacuum is dust sucker. I mean, that's what it's for. Good spin, Astra. Good spin. I mean, if you're learning English, like vacuum, what does vacuum mean? You know, there's the vacuum where there's absence of air, and there's vacuum where's the machine that sucks up dust. Like, why do these share the same word? Why isn't vacuum the absence of air, and then uh why isn't the machine called a dust sucker? Huh? Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Astra Nyan Nyan. Astra Nyan Nyan, please. That is an excellent Nyan Nyan. That was like the best Nyan Nyan I've ever seen. Literal country. You know, sometimes being literal does sound like a good thing. I mean, your country's pretty amazing. We saw a bat, and that's a flapping mouse. I mean, it totally is a flapping mouse. Have you seen bats? They look exactly like mice. Dirty lobster, snusk humor. Like peeping tom is a snusk humor. Humor. Peeping tom is a dirty lobster. I I think I need you to explain it to me to make sense. I've held a baby bat. It was stuck outside in the sun, so I carried it to the shed. Oh my. That's really kind of you, but I know that could be a little bit dangerous. But is it normal? If someone's peeping through your window and you're changing, that's a snusk humor. Oh no. So a dirty lobster. Yeah. Here we call. Oh, peeping Tom is a snusk. I see. I didn't make that connection. Peeping Tom is snusk humor. I see. I see. Wow, how did they come up with that, actually? What is it about a dirty lobster that is peeping through windows? I think Peeping Tom was. I'm not sure where the origins are, but someone did say to me one time, because a peeping, like a boy cat, they'd be up in high places and they'd be curious and they sometimes would look through a window. A peeping tomcat. I don't know if that's the actual origin of Peeping Tom, but You know, that is something boy cats do. Astra Nyan Nyan. Good Nyan Nyan. Astra Nyan Nyan. Good Nyan Nyan. That's a really good Nyan Nyan. Oh man. Imagine calling someone a dirty lobster. You dirty lobster. Wait, I kind of want to start when sometimes I'll make up like fake swears just cuz I like fake swears from yeah, usually not that safe, but was told my dad to use your shirt to hold it. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I like that your dad was it does sound I mean in that situation, you know, he let you do it, told you how to do it safely. And you can combo like asshole and gay. Ro- oh boy. Rovbog. Ro- Rovbog. Rovbog. Rovbog? Rovbog. Rogue Bog. Rogue. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I gotta study my Swedish vocabulary. I have a video to teach me Hungarian letters. High five. Excellent high five. Oh boy. I just thought about it. I was just saying asshole and gay for like I said it like 10 times. It's okay. That's a word that went from a word for someone orientation to a swear. Oh, really? Oh my. I do know that sometimes that happens and kind of often where what used to be just a way to address certain I don't, to address something becomes a swear word over time. Like in America, there's quite a few words like that where it used to be used in a like medical setting. I can't say it. I can't say those words right now because they've transformed into swears and slurs. Because it would be rude. And then it's interesting to say. It's interesting seeing like the new words that there's this situation I've seen over my lifetime where those words, the what's it called? Socially acceptable medical term just turns into a slur or a swear. I've seen it multiple times. Why is Astra so cute? I don't like these are treats. She had lunch. She's not hungry. They left part of their lunch behind. They're not starving. They just do these tricks because they want the extra treats. Oh, you're so cute. Okay. Oh, McFluff's going to poop. Okay. Well, actually, I might wrap it up here. They have been taught well. Yeah, they're so smart. They're such smart kitties. But then I. Why are you so cute? Okay, we'll wrap things up here though. I'm gonna start doing some. Gotta get on with the day. Be productive. Thanks for hanging out with me, Bonky and McFluffs. Tell McFluffs I said goodbye or see you later, I suppose. And same with you, Bonky. It's always a pleasure to spend time. It's fun. Forget your day is starting while ours is almost ending. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's so interesting that we can interact like this, despite being in like complete different parts of the world. I think it's kind of amazing. I like it. Yeah. I'll see you around Bonky and McFluffs. Okay. Bye-bye. And yeah, best wishes for you and your mom Bonky. And yeah, also congratulations again for getting the job and everything. I knew you could do it.